try to blame the people behind them, and then come to find out they had a dash cam.
Oh yeah,
it's been all over the internet.
I haven't really seen it, but I mean that shit happens quite a bit.
Oh, it happens all the time, but this one in particular went absolute wild, dude.
Does your shit go further back, bro?
It probably does, but I haven't.
I want you to have all the leg room you can.
Oh,
bro.
no, I'm comfortable, dude.
Okay,
what I really need to focus on is figuring out this email real quick.
Badass kids.
No. So my kid, again, she's having her first field trip, and so I want to be a volunteer, and so in order to do that, they got to check your background now. They do all that.
Good.
Which I agree. So
it's just a ton of paperwork you got.
I gotta let them know all the felonies that I have.
Not to ruin your street cred.
Exactly right. But I need to I've never logged in, so I feel kind of bad right now that I've never actually logged in to this.
Is Mama doing most of that or what?
Oh yeah, dude. So Mama Bear does 90% of it. I'm super grateful. Listen, one day you'll have this.
Oh, dude.
You ready for this? Hear me out. The majority of my success, without a doubt, comes from the show. I don't have a nagging wife. Where are you? What's going on? What time are you gonna be home? I don't have that, bro. It's a hey, whenever you get home, dinner will be ready, right kind of deal. And that allows me. She works. She has her own business as well, and so that allows me, whenever I'm with clients or whoever, to be just cool and be at ease, right? Even more so, man.
I think it's. I mean, I obviously I don't know because I'm not in the business of relationships, but I think it's equally important to have a system of sustainability like that, where, you know.
100% it is, bro.
I mean, I think it's a team thing. I think sometimes we forget that it's. I mean, sure, there are gender roles as far as like breastfeeding and certain other things. Like a mom, I think is more as a more fragile type of love than like a father.
No, there's
a balance, an equal balance.
No, there is a balance, dude. And you know how growing up they used to say that marriage is 50%, 50%. That's BS, dude.
It's 100 for both, and like sometimes 20 you, sometimes 80, and then it flips.
Exactly, bro.
It's a team thing.
Exactly, dude. One day I may feel off, and I need Michelle to be a little bit more.
Am I tripping, or is that a one lane?
That what?
Am I tripping, or is that a one lane?
It's not a one way, or it kind of merges in and out.
I'm glad he was like really rushed to get into that line to wait in traffic, bro.
Yeah, it's an in and out. But anyways, no, dude, Michelle, dude, she's amazing, bro. She really, truly is. And not to mention, she deals with me, bro. And so, you know, a lot of times, I was just telling her this last night, you know, a lot of times, bro, you know, a spouse might be at their office throughout the day, right? So therefore their spouse doesn't see the ugly and the good, versus I spend a lot of time at home, at my home office. So she sees the excitement, the frustrations,
oh yeah, the
right? All the above, dude, right? And it's different, right? Because a lot of times men and or women, once they get home, they kind of just leave everything behind, so they don't want to bring that unnecessary whatever you want to call it to the house, right? Where she sees it, man, and she's been very I do my best. I will say this, there is times where it's hard to kind of separate the two, and over the last few months, more so with this whole developing thing that I've got going on, I need that once I leave that office, I need to like almost switch and swap my attitude. Not to say that my attitude was poor or anything of that nature, right? But baby Harper or Michelle, they don't deserve.
It's not sustainable.
It's not, bro.
Yeah,
I will get burnt. She will get burnt. Everybody will get burnt, dude. And it just would not be cool whatsoever, man. And so, anyways, she's amazing. I love her to pieces. I met her shortly after I left our side of our childhood. Honestly, maybe 2-3 years after I left, I met her, and we've been together ever since.
What made you want to get into development?
Oh man, back to the development thing. I was having a conversation with a real estate agent who's very successful, and he was about to turn 60 years old. And and he looked and he saw kind of the production that I was doing, right? And this is after me explaining to him how I am the middleman. I'll go find the lot. At that point in my career, I got to pick and choose what developer I wanted to work with, Fernando. That's where I knew I had it, to be honest with you. When I can look through my buyer's list of developers and decide, okay, based off of the location of this particular lot, I know that this developer has built 3 homes in this area. They know this area very well. This is kind of like where they like to do. I'm going to give it to this person, right? So I'm explaining to this 60-year-old, almost 60-year-old agent, and he was like, man, yeah, you better hurry up and kind of get on the train of that, because otherwise you're going to be turning 60 just like I am, and I'm out here still driving around showing first-time home buyers a home, which, again, there's nothing wrong with that, right? But I thought to myself, oh my gosh,
efficiency.
I'm 32 years old. I'm 32 right now, and I'm already burnt by that. I'm gonna be almost 60. I'm like, oh my gosh, there's no way. There's no way. I had to take a leap of faith, the same leap of faith that I took to become an agent. I was like, I got to take a leap of faith so I can just be better for not just for myself, but remember what I was telling you earlier, breaking those generational chains. You know what I'm saying? And I thought to myself, dude, I repeat, do not want to be 6 years old. No disrespect to anybody, but going around showing houses. And so that moment right there, Fernando, that conversation that I had with that guy right then and there was what made me swap and say, okay, I need to figure out how I can get one of these deals under my own name, right? And that's exactly what I did. Straight up.
I love that.
There's more to it, of course, right? And I can break it down more in depth on a different day, right? But that's basically, that was a turning point for me to say, I don't want to live this lifestyle like this gentleman. If I'm 32 right now and I'm already going mind crazy, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to do this. Okay, right now we're in the Montrose area, just FYI, okay? We got, so right now we're going to 1510 Marshall Street. It's a property that we should have listed it last night, to be honest with you, Fernando. And we're gonna go inside. I'm gonna show you why we decided to wait just a smidge.
How did you end up acquiring this transaction? Was it like a previous deal?
Yeah. So one of my partners, Praveen Pinnamanimi, this is one of his racing guys. And so this
like
is one of his
racing?
Oh yeah, dude. They do exotic vehicle racing. And then also they went to the same school, TCU. And so I have been gracious enough to do all of the Pinnamanimi's family's real estate. And over the years, long story short, that's how we just kind of did, mutual friends. And I was fortunate enough to help him buy a house just recently over in the Byercroft area. Beautiful house, man. Almost a $2 million house. And here we are selling his current home right now. And so we need to do a couple of renovations.
Are you you're not seeing like a super slowdown in your business, are you, or no? Yes and no, kinda. There's always gonna be a market for some shit, right?
The straightforward answer is no, because at the end of the day, numbers don't lie, right?
Yeah.
And so if you're comparing my numbers right now to last year, yeah, I've superseded my my numbers already. Now, what I have seen a decrease is regular consumers, right? The extra buyers that, because they wanted to get a bigger house and it was an easy way to go about it, they would do it, versus right now it's not as easy, right? Because of the ongoing rates and the unknown, because of the election or whatever. There's a lot of unknown right now. And so technically no.
Okay.
Yeah, technically no, but I have lacked more of just more, how can I say this, normal Joes, normal people that just wanted to buy. We have just like you, I'm sure, right? We have a lot of people on the sidelines right now, right?
Oh yeah.
Just kind of patiently waiting, right? And I also agree with some agents out there that say things such as, I disagree with agents that say right now is the best time to buy, right? I think it depends on who your audience is, to be honest with you.
Yeah,
bro.
you have to adapt and overcome, and so I think being a little bit more experience. Back to kind of like lunch, looking through more, not just surface level, skimming through that, and really looking at the bigger picture and understanding who can benefit right now in this market.
Yeah.
And it's just pivoting to the players that should take advantage of this if they're able to, you know?
Yep.
And so, because I get on that weekly thing every Monday, and I look at how many deals have closed in the last 7 days, and there's still business out there.
Oh, there definitely is. Yeah, there definitely is.
And so for me, it's just trying to get in front of that, and then also just educate people as to kind of what's happening in the market and whatnot. And so that's kind of where my approach to it all is, man. I love this area, dude. I told myself I hated the city and I would never live the city life.
It's a different vibe.
The city life is bougie and all this other stuff.
If
but
you're
it's,
from,
it's
if
cool.
if you live in the out city of Houston, right, and then you come over here, you wouldn't think that you're in Houston. Okay, you think that you're in the West Coast almost, right? I don't know about you, but I get that vibe.
Especially with the weather like this.
Oh, especially with the weather like this. And as a matter of fact, if we had more time today, I would actually go out. It's right here. I would actually go out and show you.
Actually, I don't want to block the sidewalk. People walk here. Who's Johnathan Canizalez? And is he taking over this area with that sign right there? Or what?
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely slowly but surely been making a name for himself. There's no doubt about it. There's no doubt about it.
Oh man, this looks good, dude. What are you asking for this thing?
We're gonna be asking 1.425.
Okay. And where are we at right now? This is, you said this is the Montrose area?
The Montrose area, the one and only.
It's a beautiful house, man.
Okay, so the house itself. Okay, let me rephrase myself. The slab itself was originally from 1937.
Okay.
Okay, which is really, really neat. But about, let's say, about 10, 11 years ago, the current builder decided to basically demolish the existing home, and then he then created this right here.
Which was something similar to what was next door originally, right?
Give or take.
Yeah.
Give or take. I need to go back and look at the previous pictures.
This is a beautiful neighborhood.
Yeah, 100% it is. Let's go in here.
I appreciate you driving in the van with me, man.
The van is the only way to travel if you're with Fernando. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm sorry, this door.
And so, what's the square foot on this?
Okay, so we are currently sitting in a little over 3,300 square feet of interior space. The lot itself is 6,250 square feet, okay? Again, this house, the slab of the home initially was in 1937, and about 10, 11 years ago, the developer came in here, tore down the existing home, and then built what you currently see here right now.
It's tasteful.
Let me turn some of these lights real quick, Fernando. Get more of a vibe. Actually, I don't know how I'm going to open up all these windows right now. We have an amazing video that we did take of this house as well. A good friend of ours named Joey did it. Amazing.
So yeah, actually, this is good right here. So I love this, and so I've seen a few people do this, and not many. And I think this is a really, really cool.
So I connected with a guy named David in LA. I searched high and low for really, really good, solid, quality material, and was not able to come across it here in Houston, unfortunately, at this time. And so I went online and came across this guy named David from LA. And David showed me kind of what he was producing, and I immediately fell in love with it. And as you can tell, the quality of this brochure is top 10 if you ask me. It really truly is, and it showcases the house the way it should be, the right way, and the only way.
And you do these for every one of your listings?
That is correct, yes. And you even have my beautiful face back there. Which I'm
about to blur that number out. As, you know, the lady's gonna be hitting you up and be like, "Who's this?"
My wife will suplex a woman. Okay, and so I'm not worried about that at all. I'm a married man and have been for 7 years. Okay, let me go ahead. So what I like to do is just kind of put these right here. Again, this is just a quick. I also like to bring water. I don't know. Do you ever put water in any of your listings by any chance?
I do, depending on if they're vacant or not. Yeah.
Okay, so but I would advise to do it even if it is occupied. Okay. I remember before COVID, I used to bake cookies in the oven during open houses, right, to kind of get that fresh smell. And then of course everyone became germ freaks afterwards and didn't want to do any of that stuff. So I stopped doing food. Okay, I don't no longer do food, but what I will do is provide you with some good H2O because.
I'm kind of old school myself. I kind of just
do your thing. Do your thing. But let me keep showing you around. Okay, so what you're looking at right now is the breakfast nook area. Okay, ample enough space. These are all wood floors, and I want to. Yeah, we need to fix this actually. Okay, here, let me write down my notes real quick. Certain things that need to be fixed before we go live, in my opinion.
Yeah, dude, because I'm coming down like $100,000 off the price with this broken.
Yeah, between me, the listing broker, and the owner, you ain't getting away with $100,000. But let me write down my notes real quick. Things that I need to replace. Breakfast.
And so, being that the what's happening right now in the market and everything, just from a business perspective, the individuals that you're seeing that are selling, is it the typical divorce, downsizing, relocating for work, or still a mixture of everything?
I think it's a mixture of everything. The good thing for us is that we live in Houston, Texas, right? And Houston, Texas is a thriving, without a doubt, economy city and the surrounding towns around it, right? And so with that being said, unfortunately, people are still going to get a divorce. They're still going to fortunately outgrow their house, right? Where they just gain another baby or two and they no longer have the space and they need to update, right? Or they're empty nesters. Their kids are going off to college. We just put a house on the list on the market not too long ago where Mama Bear sent her last child to college. And it's almost 5,000 square foot home. They no longer need that home at this point, right? And so therefore we needed to sell. And then the economy, going back to it, there is work everywhere. If someone tells you that they don't have work, that's false, okay? Can we get an amen to that? Yes.
Hey, dude, I agree.
Yes.
I agree.
Yes, amen. All right, so let me take you upstairs real quick, and then we can kind of follow up down here.
Hope you don't mind. I'm gonna get this nice shot of
my gluteus maximum.
Yeah. You squat, bro?
No, I need to. All right, here we go. All right, so this is the upstairs. Clearly, this is the flex room / game room where all the families come out here to enjoy themselves, right? And so right off the bat, this is a full 3-bedroom, 3.5 bath home, but it could potentially be a 4th bedroom. And let me show you why. Check this out.
Isn't it crazy, man, that like we went to high school together and now we're in the same industry, touching bases with some old friends as well and things like that?
Absolutely. And you know what's so funny about that, Fernando? I can definitely consider both of us kind of the outspoken kids in high school, and here we are having to be outspoken, right? Having to kind of have that attitude. So anyway, this is the primary bathroom. So pretty nice, pretty straightforward. What do you think?
If the budget allowed it, I don't see why I wouldn't buy it, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, I don't see.
Sell more houses, Fernando.
Yeah.
Sell more houses. Okay, so pretty good walk-in closet. We have all the nice built-ins.
Yeah, storage space. I imagine women and some men would love the.
Definitely men. I mean, back in the day, it used to be all the woman, they need her closet. Well, what I've learned now over the years is us men, we have just as much clothes these days. Shoes-wise, all the above, right? And so I think that at this time, we need bigger closets. But I say that, but then I'm like, no, we don't need bigger closets. We just need less clothes. So it's conflicting, to be honest with you, right?
Yeah.
At least for me, it is. It's conflicting. Okay, so again, nice walk-in shower, large soaking tub, double vanity sinks. We got a little bit of TV here, so you can watch good TV cribs and watch your own TV or your own home.
Oh, dude. Yeah, this is cool.
Which is pretty neat. But let me show you kind of like that other room that I was telling you about.
Yeah, and this is the one that you said could potentially be the fourth bedroom?
That's right.
Okay.
Yeah, and I think that whoever built this house, how they had it set up was kind of like a nursery. So this particular room does not offer a closet, so therefore it's not considered a full bedroom, okay? But look at the space in here. It's plenty, in my opinion, right? And something's going on here, Fernando, where we can maybe come up with a closet, to be honest with you.
So yeah, hypothetically speaking, in this wall right here.
Well, the only thing I can think of that's right here are the HVAC.
The vents going up.
Going up and down. Right?
Yeah.
That's the only thing I can think of. I don't have the original plans of the house, but if hypothetically this is hollow, I don't see why we couldn't make this into a closet to then make this a full 4th bedroom, right? All right, so nonetheless, this home does offer a kind of a Jack and Jill kind of deal, which is nice. It allows someone to wash their hands and another to get ready, shower, and things of that nature without disturbing. And so for those reasons, I like that. And then you have another secondary bedroom here. Check this out. What do you think about the green?
I think it all flows together.
Yeah, I think so too.
I think given the location, given the style of it,
Yeah.
I think the individuality of each room and the colors all complements each other.
There you go.
Yeah.
I love using that word compliment right there. I
Yeah.
use that word quite often, as a matter of fact. And I also believe that the paint in this house does complement the rest of the house. Kind of that old school Victorian feel, right? But yet you would think that this is 100 years old, but it's not. Again, 10 years old, okay? It was only a third of the slab that was saved from the previous home from the 30s. And so, but let me keep showing you around.
I think it stayed true to the area, and then also what the foundation is like. The split. I guess the feel of this here, there, the shelves.
We have another blind that I want to replace. I know that sounds. Listen, folks. I know that sounds dumb. Oh, you're going to replace one blind? Yes, because I think that this is a representation to the house itself, right? So even though that some may not think that this is a big deal, and it may not, right? But for me personally, this is something that needs to be replaced. It needs to reflect the price point that we're at right now, which again, that's 1.425 is what we're going to be asking. Okay.
It's probably.
Are you an electrician?
No, but I would imagine it's probably the little rope.
No, because we have the recessed lights.
Unless there's a separate control. I don't know, man. I don't know.
Okay, no, something's going on with the panel. Something on this side of the house. Everything.
Oh, it's got no power.
Alright, so this particular door or room does offer Juliet balcony, which is really nice.
Oh, that's cool.
I think so too, yeah.
This area, man. Like I said, I wasn't much of a city person in the past just because of kind of where I grew up in and the just the stigma of like, oh, well, city folks, this and that, whatever, blah, blah, blah. But as I've gotten older and I appreciate certain things, I like the area.
Yeah, no, I think that being able to literally walk out your front door and within 10 minutes you're at a cafe or whatever, right? Location. I think for now, for my lifestyle, that's top tier without a doubt, right? Now, is it going to change 20 years from now? Maybe, right? But for right now, yes, this is something that I definitely want to be able to walk outside and go get me a cup of coffee or be at the ball game within, 15 minutes versus an hour, right?
Well, and then just the life around this area. I mean, so many people walking, shopping, traveling.
Well, not just that though, but yes, you're absolutely correct. People don't realize how much of a melting pot Houston really is, right? Do you know that we have more embassies than New York City, LA? Did you know that? Boom, right there. Literally. So if you talk about a melting pot, Houston, Texas literally is that. If you want to try a specific type of food, I can guarantee you I can find you a restaurant that delivers that food, right? As
I venture out more and do more business in certain parts of the areas, with one of my photographers, the guy I sent you, Armando. Shout out to Cinematic Labs.
My man.
But
hey, call me, please.
Yeah. He actually introduced me to a few spots that I didn't know of. That was like Indian food or other style of like Turkish style foods.
Yeah.
Which,
Nice.
Yeah, just different stuff that I wasn't.
That we weren't accustomed to.
No, it's not so much on the south side.
That's 100% right. And so for those reasons, my man, I like the idea of the Madonna Spring Woodlands area, but for me, I live a few minutes away from the Hardy Toll Road, 99. I live on the Hardy Toll Road. I just did my taxes for 2023 and how much money I spent on the tow. Let's just say that I could have bought myself almost a Japanese van. Okay, let's just say that real quick. But you know what though? Totally worth it though, my man.
You gonna get all the lights here?
The amount of time, the amount of time that I save, either being at home or getting to that next appointment is massive.
You know, man, but I think we got everything. Oh no.
I want to show you.
This is a beautiful house, man.
I want to show you my favorite part of the house, though.
I'm gonna leave this on auto.
Yes. Yeah, leave it on auto. So then, yes. But I want to show you my favorite part of the house right now.
The garage. Tell me there's a car lift. Tell me there is washer and dryer area right here.
If you want to see the car lift, then I got to show you some of my other listings, then, my man. And, maybe that's tomorrow's. Maybe that's tomorrow. Tour.
Oh, they Fernando proofed the door handles.
Yeah, this particular client might have a little babies running around. Actually, Mama Bear is going to be having a baby any time now.
Dude, I think that's one of my next biggest, not goals, but that's the life that I want to experience is what it would be like to be a father. I think it's cool, you know?
Man, I think that, you got to meet Harper. She's literally a mean Johnathan, okay?
A mean Johnathan.
A mean Johnathan. It is absolutely precious. Okay, we do have a covered porch, which is really nice with a built-in grill. And so a little area where you can put a little table and barbecue and whatnot and entertain, right? Family and friends. And then as you walk back here...
Let me get this door real quick.
Yeah, go ahead. Us Estonians are tired of electricity going out. And so this particular client of mine decided to go ahead and get a generator.
Oh, okay.
And this is a big plus that I'm advising everybody and their moms moving forward to go ahead and get her done, to be honest with you. I don't know about you, Fernando, but I'm over it, man.
So what I actually ended up doing is for some of my closing gifts for some of my clients,
Okay.
I didn't go as far as doing a Generac,
Okay.
but what I did go do is I provide the outlet to the panel, so
okay.
they can go out and get their generator,
okay.
hook it up and do all that.
Yeah.
And I since most of my business is further south, closer to the water.
Yeah.
I think we're a little bit more affected.
Yeah.
Maybe, I don't know. It seems like maybe even this side of the grid is probably.
It's still a hole right
It's
here
the same
Houston.
thing. Yeah, it's the same thing too.
But yes, technically you are a little bit more inclined to get smacked further south.
Yeah, for me, it just makes sense. It's like instead of giving them a bottle or something that they'll consume and then it's gone.
Yeah.
Hurricane season is a good reminder for them to think of me that hooked them up with that.
Yeah.
It's marketing with a purpose, but also marketing and then helping them to have a more sustainable comfort in their home.
Listen, I absolutely love that idea. So you provide the outlet, and then you provide like the breaker as well.
Yep, outlet breaker. I have an electrician that I keep handy that I give that job to, and he goes and he does those plugs for me. And then I just advise my clients to get, hey, this is what I recommend, or the electrician would be like, hey, this is what I recommend for your house, blah blah blah. It's just another way to help them out and just
it's a couple $100 to do that, and I think that would go a long way, especially when unfortunately that next hurricane comes, which there will be another one, right? And the electricity comes out, and don't worry, because good old Fernando hooked me up, and I can just plug this in.
Yeah, man,
right?
it's just
so
that's
I think
it, man.
that is actually a great idea as a gift, man. And so
like I said, I'm a lot more intentional about what I'm doing now, dude. I love these floors.
Oh yeah. So these epoxy floors are pretty nice. Let me go ahead and actually.
Oh, hold up! There's a rap studio or something upstairs.
That's what I was trying to tell you,
come on!
Yeah, this is what I was trying to tell you. Here, check this out, bro. So the McLaren isn't here right now, but I love the garage, dude.
Oh yeah, this is cool.
I love the built-in. I love the black and white speckle.
Man,
floor.
it's the little things, dude.
It's the little things.
It's the little things, you know? It's just
right.
knowing when to stop where, you're not hitting your vehicle along your nice,
That's right.
tool area and storage area.
Oh, this home also offers a nice little porta as well, okay? And so I love porta-shades, Fernando, for the obvious reason it rains quite often here, right? Especially in a home like this where the garage is detached, right? So typically your garage is attached, so you're able to park your car in the garage and then walk right in. You don't have that in this scenario.
So is there a doorway entry right there too?
Now that I'm saying that there's no doorway, but you know what? Nonetheless, I still love the porta. It provides that beautiful shade, and it just kind of gives it that more grand feel, right? Especially with those executive gates that you see there. I don't know, I like it.
No, it's cool. I like
plus,
it.
Man.
Yeah, I like it.
Appreciate it. But let me show you upstairs, man. This is my favorite part of the house.
Yeah, that's super cool, man.
Right now,
oh, mini split too. So he's got the
right.
insulation.
So
that
the
makes
insulation.
sense.
So, tell me, what do you know about insulation, Fernando?
That it keeps stuff cool.
So yes, technically it does keep stuff cool, but I guess what I'm referring to more so is blown versus spray foam, right? All right, before we get there, this is why I love this house, the above garage apartment, okay? So clearly it's considered unfinished right now, but we do have electrical, and if I'm not mistaken, I think we actually have plumbing as well. And we do have an HVAC system here as well. So look above.
Oh, that's cool.
You know what? I thought we had plumbing up here. I think we have plumbing coming to the dwelling. It's just capped somewhere, okay?
Or maybe is it downstairs in that corner somewhere down there?
Well, it could, yes, it could potentially be in a little closet, and then it'll pop up. So hear me out, folks. In this room, there are so many different things you can utilize this for. A studio, another game room of some sort, right? You can even rent this out a little bit and help pay for the main mortgage. So I know a lot of people in this area that these houses offer these above garage apartments, and typically local college students from either Rice, right, will come and rent these rooms out. And in my opinion, those are good tenants because these are good people that just want to study and go to school and come back home, right? And so I think that this particular area or this particular room is a big plus and could help with that mortgage that you have next door, okay?
I like this, man.
So do I, man.
I like this a lot.
I like it a lot. This particular client of mine decided not to finish it, clearly. And I've seen plenty of these garage apartments like this finished that literally feel as if you're in your own apartment. And they offer a full-on kitchen, full bathroom, utility room, things of that nature. And so, but anyways.
It is surprisingly cool in here. With the insulation and everything, it doesn't look like the AC.
Foam insulation.
Is the AC running?
No, I think we have it turned off right now.
Yeah, I think that. Yeah, there's
we have
no.
it turned off right now.
And it's still cool in here.
Again, I like spray foam insulation. I think that technically you're able to cover more area versus blown. It's kind of like if it blows away, then it doesn't, right? But if in the scenario where you have to get through it, unfortunately, then you have to cut into the insulation. And so that's where things get a little tricky, in my opinion. There's a builder out there here at Beezer Homes, and the way that they promote their homes, Brandon, if you don't know this quite yet, or you may do, is they put a chocolate bunny in the attic, okay? And so what they do is they put this chocolate bunny up in the attic, and what they promote is spray foam. So on those hot July summer days, in the middle of the day where it's 110, you can go upstairs and that chocolate bunny is still intact, right? And so that's what Beezer Home is known for. So the next time you go into one of their model homes,
look for the bunny.
Look for the chocolate bunny. I'm not teasing. Look for the chocolate bunny. And so anyways, again, my only con is if something happens behind that wall, you then have to break into it. Hey, you know what? I feel something actually.
Yeah, I did too. Maybe it's hooked up to the bottom or something. I don't know.
Or maybe it's just the fan blowing.
Could be, but it's super cool, man.
Yeah.
It is cool. That's why I was standing right there.
This right here isn't even on, but then there's one over here.
That one's off too, I thought. Regardless, you can feel it might just be the fans running.
It could just be the fan because it's showing no signal, but.
And you don't feel it here.
No. I felt
So it might just be the fan or something going on this one. I don't know.
All right, let's get out of here, Fernando. I want to show you one other home. I think the next home I'm going to show you is going to be a little bit of baller shot collar, and you're going to want two of them. All right, let me close this.
we're gonna shut this place down. We're gonna head over to another home. We putting out signs on that one as well too, or no?
We're not putting
or
signs on
changing
that
them?
one, but I need to go look at that home and see where the progress is with our construction.
I got you. Okay. Well, that's a wrap for this particular home. What was the address on this one again?
1510 Marshall Street. 1510 Marshall Street.
1510 Marshall Street. It's located. Let me see. Here you go. It's located in the Montrose area. You're a short walking distance. You could walk to the areas where we were at, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
Rice Village. Grab a bite. Ride your bike. Take a little Japanese van. Whatever you guys, this is a cool spot, man. We're gonna head over to the next property, and I will keep you guys updated on that one, how that one goes. Peace out. So we jumped in the luxurious Japanese domestic vehicle over here. Got a couple thumbs up on the way.
Here, let me call a buddy of mine real quick and get my code.
Where are we at right now?
All right, this is West University, which is just south of, let's see, River Oaks. And right now, we're near the medical center.
What are you doing over here?
So right now,
Besides breaking and entering.
we're building this beautiful. Hey, what's the code to get in community again? I did that, and message popping up. Okay, I also saw. I got it. I also saw that you just called me. Did Moose get back with you?
So there's a lot of little cool different individual style properties in there. You got some stuff that's still like from the 30s or 40s. You got some stuff that's completely been renovated, 2000s plus. You've got new construction like what's behind me here that Jonathan's working on, and you've got, I mean, you know, it's an older style setup home. You know, like I said, 40s, 50s or so. You've got stuff that's been completely remodeled, like that one way over down that way, over there. Oops, what did I do wrong here? Oh, I'm still learning this thing. But yeah, there's a ton of cool stuff going on over here. I mean, you've got. Let's go look and see what's over here. Oh, he's on the phone. Yes, older style home. Probably 2000s or so. You got this little itty bitty home right there next to it. Super cute neighborhood, man.
I'm hoping that you can provide that.
Boy's gonna start venturing into the city a little bit more, just because there's a lot of just different style, different flavors that I'm trying to get familiar with in the area, and just, you know, expand my business and my knowledge when it comes to this real estate industry.
Okay. Hey, let me, if you don't mind, let me call you right back, brother. All right, 10-4. Thank you. All right, bye-bye. Okay, Westview, community, 6536. I was able to obtain this property a little over 2 years ago, and I was able to get it at a really good price. We probably set a record with the least amount lot-wise here in all of Westview.
So did you buy it with the purpose of, was there a property on here
so
already? You tore it down or no?
There was an existing house here. It was literally a hobo shack, if you ask me.
Yeah.
The home was built in the 40s. It had been completely trashed down. But as you walked around, Fernando, and kind of check out the vibe of the other houses, this is definitely an upscale neighborhood, right? And so that being said, yes, the intentions were to purchase the property for the lot value and the lot value only, okay? And what you see in front of you right now is a just shy of 3,500 square feet of livable space, okay? This is a 4-bedroom, 4.5 bathroom home. This particular home does offer a wine room and an elevator as well, and so we're going to go ahead and check out some of those features that this property has to offer. So, but right off the bat, I want to talk about the elevation of the home, the facade, right? And so what you're seeing right now is that we're prepping to add stucco. So the entire home will be stucco and a little bit of stone here and there, some of the features that I want to stand out right now or showcase is, number one, the big massive window in the front office, okay? I absolutely adore that window. I spend a lot of time in my home office and I look out the window quite often, right? And so being able, basically your entire wall is the window, for crying out loud, right? The other cool thing about this particular house that I love is the garage. Okay, so it's just another modern kind of glass garage.
Yeah, I like that. It's like the old school shower windows where you can't really see into it. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. It just kind of gives it what we call curb appeal, right? You're driving by, you don't really see these as often, right? And so I love that. But check this out.
What's the anticipated finish?
Okay, so we are looking at a closing shop date, hopefully by the first month.
You've already got this thing sold?
Of January. No, we haven't pre-listed. It's
okay.
Off market right now, and so we will be listing it here soon. But right off the bat, 10-foot door, my man. Okay, and this isn't just a regular door. This will be a swivel door. I don't know if you've seen those or not.
I think
where
so.
They don't have hinges, right?
Yeah.
And so they swivel as if you're like at a department store.
It's almost like it's got a post, a single
That's
post,
right.
and it swivels on.
Yep,
yeah,
that's
yeah.
Right. And so this is what this door is, and you know, Fernando, you can step on my shoulders, and we still would, our head wouldn't touch the top, man. No disrespect. And so just to kind of give you an idea on how tall this door is, right, per se. And so pretty big. I mean,
how tall are you?
So I'm 5'10".
Yeah.
Is what I was told. I could be 5'9", right?
Yeah, I'm like 6 feet.
Okay, there you go, my man. Okay, but even okay, so
that's why all my camera angles are from down.
Even so, right? Okay, all right. So that being said, let me just kind of walk you through it right now. And this will be the first time that I'm actually kind of walking around with it and just talking about it, to be honest with you. So right off the bat, we do have a coat closet. So again, 10 foot, and then all the interior doors are 8-foot doors throughout the entire house. Okay, so just keep that in mind. Little coat closet right here. This right here will be your quote-unquote office. Okay, so pretty good sized office if you ask me. We're still debating on what kind of designs we're going to do in regards to walls, either doing wallpaper or doing some sort of trim. We haven't quite gotten there yet. We do know that we will be doing built-ins right here. So if you turn that around real quick, you'll be able to see what we will be doing built-ins. And then some sort of countertop, and then of course this is where you'll hang your TV. I'm also looking at different light fixtures that we might want to offer. You know, because there's such a massive window here, I feel as if whatever fixture goes into this room needs to kind of stand out. I mean, don't you think?
Yeah, I would agree if you're going to be able to see it from the street.
You would be able to.
Yeah, it's got to be something nice.
Yeah, you would be able to. And so there's a lot going on the ceiling if you look above. You know, you have your return bench, your recess ledge, your light fixtures, and then you also have, which actually you won't see them just quite yet, speakers. There's going to be speakers throughout this entire house, Fernando, okay? And so the automation system that we use is Savant. I don't know if you've ever heard of them or not. Literally, I can control everything from my phone. My garage, my microwave, my AC, you name it, I'll be able to control it from my phone, which is really neat, okay? All right, so as you walk in here, actually, let's go back this way and then we'll come back around. Okay, so kind of a grand entrance, give or take. Right here on the staircase, we will have glass, okay, going up and down, so it won't be just regular, what do you call it?
Like the wood handling or wood rails?
The bars, geez Louise, I can't even talk right now. It's gonna be glass, it's gonna be a glass wall. All right, as you walk in here, this is your elevator, okay? So we are in Westview, and what that means is that unfortunately, a lot of people move here because they have to be closer to the medical center. And one of the things that people potentially may or may not be aware of is that here in Houston, a lot of the homes, the primary bedroom isn't located on the first floor. It's on the second floor and or the third floor. And so when we were building this house, we didn't want to eliminate a percentage of buyers, right? And so we thought, okay, what do we need to do so that we can grab the attention of all consumers looking in the Westview area? And boom, an elevator. It's a great feature to have, in my opinion, because of how close we are to the medical center, right? All right, so as soon as you turn here, this is going to be the bar area, okay? And I'm not 100% sure on what kind of countertops we're doing. I'm sure it's going to be something fancy. And I'm actually looking forward to picking that out, to be honest with you. And so you do have your full-on bar, okay? And you'll have a sink. And then right here, Fernando, this will all be glass, okay? So all this here will be glass, and then it'll come out to like right here, and this is gonna be your wine room, okay? So you're gonna be able to walk around, come over here, open your wine room and actually walk into it. So if you look above, you can already see where we prepped already for the vent itself, okay?
So all this is gonna be enclosed from like right here?
Glass.
Glass?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's that glass effect for sure. It's gonna look sexy, my man. I'm really looking forward. I'm not sure exactly how far it's gonna go, but I do know that it's gonna go out somewhere around here, just like this.
I got you. Okay.
And so, again, one of the things that we, as the builder, we just like to include a lot of these different features throughout the house. And this is one that will showcase the house. Very nice, in my opinion. Okay. All right. So, if I'm not mistaken, also from here, you're going to have access to this full bathroom as well. So, this is a full bathroom. Okay. And so, you'll have access from your office. And as you can tell, you can see the walk-in shower. And we're taking the tile, as most houses, all the way to the top, bro. It's sexy. You should see, I did actually get a chance to see the slab that we're putting here, and it is drop dead gorgeous, okay? I'm not even teasing right now.
Shaq and Yao Ming can shower in this thing, dude.
And on each other's shoulders.
Yeah.
Okay, in here, if I'm not mistaken, I think we're supposed to have double vanities, but it looks like we're only gonna have one, which is fine. And we do footless cabinets, okay? So you're able to kick.
Yeah.
You're not able to hit anything. And then a really good sized mirror will go here as well. And then I'm trying to think on how this is extra storage, Harry Potter little nook area, right? That most of us like to call it. I'm just looking forward to see what this is going to look like at the end of the day. All right, Fernando.
I'm about to come back and pick your brain on.
We're
Yeah.
definitely coming back.
Yeah.
Oh, we're definitely coming back. Okay.
Dude, this is massive.
So we decided to go with the fireplace as well. Me personally, I love fireplaces. It's just a vibe. You know, even when it's warm outside, you turn that sucker on aesthetically, you know, it just makes me feel good personally. And so I definitely wanted to make sure that we added this, and it gave the house some character, right? And in my opinion, it does. I mean, what are your thoughts?
I like it, man, especially with the view that, you know, the backyard, and whether you're entertaining or whatever, it'd just be like a good conversation piece to just kind of, you know, maybe sectional right here. Open up when the weather's nice like today. Put some music on with the speakers. It's all automation in the house.
So again, it doesn't look like the speakers have been pre-installed at all. So those will come in later on. And again, a really cool feature that we're doing. These are, if I'm not mistaken, expand stores. So it looks like we're doing, 14 feet here, maybe 16 feet of doors. And these open up like accordion, all right, style, which is really nice. And it just kind of allows you to kind of have that outside, inside kind of West Coast vibe, which in today's weather, you can kind of pull it off a smidge, honestly.
I like it. I think the weather's nice today, yeah.
Yeah, I think at least later on, you should be able to pull something like that off. Okay, so in here, we're walking into the grand kitchen. Beautiful kitchen. There's no doubt about it. We're going to have so much cabinet space, so much countertop space. Right here, Fernando, is where the fridge is going to go. If I'm not mistaken, I think that this is a 60-inch fridge. Okay, so can you just imagine right now the massive fridge here? You'll have a countertop here, and then the cabinets, if I'm not mistaken, will be flush to the ceiling all the way to the top. Okay, and then the same difference over here. So more cabinets going all the way to the ceiling. More cabinets. You'll have your 48-inch high-end gas stovetop right here. You have your vents, of course, right? And then I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think we're going to continue all the way to the end, okay? And then you have your big, massive kitchen island as well, which is pretty good size. And of course, we wanted to make sure that it was, you know, pretty zoned in.
Symmetrical, yeah. Symmetrical too.
It doesn't always have to be a 100% symmetrical, okay? But if you're able to get it somewhat close, I think that that's the way to go, all right? So that being said, there's that. Another cool thing that we've been doing now for a few years, Fernando, is the mudroom, all right? So first of all, right off the bat, the garage, stunning, okay? Again, this garage door, look how much natural light is in here.
Yeah, I like it, man. It's super cool.
Without a doubt it is. Another thing that we started doing is, if you can look how the garage rolls up. So technically, no, in this one, unfortunately, I gotta show you we as developers, we love cars, right? And so in the city, parking is already crucial as it is. So we decided, okay, why not build a garage where you're able to fit 4, 5, 6, 7 cars, right? And you're able to do that with some of the houses.
Yeah, you've got pretty high ceilings here. Where
Dude,
yeah.
This honestly, I mean, yes, technically these are higher than your average garage, but dude, we go double this at times, bro. Okay, where you're able to fit even more cars. And of course, we will epoxy the ground as well. And so just keep that in mind. But what I wanted to show you was the mudroom. So this is the mudroom right here, and also there's going to be a built-in closet here somewhere where you're able to fit your little brooms, your electric brooms, and things of that nature. You can keep them charged, right? So there's going to be a cabinet here. You can put your broom here, charge it so you don't have to see it, right? So whenever you're ready to use it again, you just pull it out and go on with your life, right? Which again, it's the little things in life now that we're all homeowners that, you know, we like to have our house clean, and it's just a nice touch. This is the pantry right here. And there will be
it's like a New York apartment, bro.
So, right.
It's like a New York apartment.
So technically, initially, this mudroom and this pantry were going to be 2 feet wider, okay? But what I realized when I walked the property, Fernando, in the beginning was that I didn't have enough room for my breakfast table, and I needed more room for that. So I decided to basically move these in forward a little bit. So we did lose space in the pantry and in the mud room, but in return we were able to gain a bigger, nicer size breakfast lunch area.
Which makes sense because you're going to spend most of your time,
right?
You know, sitting in this area.
Exactly. So for me, I thought this is right here where you're going to get more bang for your buck, without a doubt, right here. And therefore we decided to go that route. But turn around real quick. Look at that garage. Just imagine this being your house.
Oh man, when I was standing over there looking back this way, I was like,
wait till the glass is put up. Wait till you see the countertops that we do, and then the cabinets that go all the way up to the ceiling, bro. I mean, to me, that's sexy. Would you ever use those cabinets above? Probably not.
I mean, first of all, I think I'm like at like height level of like the first piece of sheetrock from the ground. You know?
No, well, it's 4 feet, so you're a little.
So I'm like right here.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, fair enough. But no, wait till the fireplace. Wait, we did hire an interior designer. Her name is Wendy. She is amazing, okay? And so some of the ideas that she came up with to bring this house really into life, I love, and I cannot wait until we do the final project. And so let's go upstairs. Let me show you upstairs. A few months from now, we'll be able to use the elevator to do so. But I don't know if you got a.
Yeah, I did earlier. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Okay, cool. Holy crap, my phone.
It's part of the nature of the beast, man.
Okay, so now we're going upstairs, and again, like I mentioned earlier, why we have an elevator is because most of the time, all of the bedrooms are located on the second floor, okay? And in this case, it is. So right off the bat, as soon as you go upstairs on the landing, you're gonna go into the primary bedroom. Okay, so as you walk in, some of the features that this primary bedroom has to offer, first of all, is a whole ton of natural light. I don't know about you, Fernando, but this to me is life, right? At the same time, I like those, what do you call it? Those thick curtains, right?
Blackout.
Those blackout curtains. But once you're up, I want that sun hitting me. I want that vitamin D, right? And check this out, man. That's a lot, right? All right, so one of the other cool things that we've been doing this for years now is offering the kind of coffee station, wine station up in the primary room, right? So that you don't have to go downstairs. You can just walk from your bed and get a glass of wine or pour yourself a cup of coffee, right? And so we thought that was a really cool feature. One of the things that people don't realize when building in West U is that they have a lot of different rules compared to other parts of the city. Let me give you a perfect example. Okay, so this lot that we purchased is 5,000 square feet, okay? And you cannot build no more than 80% of the land, okay? So what that means is that in this case, I think it was like 3,700 square feet max that we can build, but that included the garage space, all right? So when we initially were creating this house on paper, we were going to have a balcony out here. And we ended up not being able to do it, which is kind of unfortunate because I love balconies. I don't know about you, but I love.
So wait, even with the fact that it was an overhang.
Yes. It's the overhang part.
Oh,
yes.
so they look at like a bird's eye blueprint of how much space you're taking
absolutely.
up.
Yep.
I got you. Okay.
That's correct. And so unfortunately, we had to then go back to the drawing board and kind of change kind of the design of the home itself. All right?
Now, is that a West U only thing?
Yes. So that a lot of neighborhoods kind of follow those deed restrictions when building a house as it is, but West U is definitely one that enforces it without a doubt.
So it's based on neighborhood. I got you.
Yeah, it's based on different neighborhoods, and again, West U is known for having particular homes in that neighborhood, and why people want to move here besides location. Okay. All right. So primary bathroom / closet. Here is.
Hold on, let me get the lights.
Yeah, go ahead, swap them out. Check that out. Super bright. Or at least it will be in a few months now. It'll be super bright, right? And so again, same difference. You'll have a regular season rack, and then you'll have the seasonal racks. Above, and you'll have LEDs, and then you'll have more speakers and lights in here as well. This room will be a vibe when getting ready in the morning. We will set it up as if this is some sort of like department store, right? How it should be, in my opinion, for spending this type of money for this particular home. Here's the John right there. Okay, in here, Fernando, how this is gonna go. You're gonna have countertop, sink, more countertop, sink, toilet, nice walk-in shower, which is a pretty good size. We do have 2 raindrops, which I love. Who wouldn't, right? And then right where you're standing, Fernando, is going to be the free standing tub. Okay.
This is cool, man.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah, this is super cool.
Again, we're trying to squeeze all this in within 3,500 square feet, right? And I think that what we've been able to accomplish so far is pretty neat. I even like that little slim window, right?
I do too.
Being able to see the tree. I think
it's enough little light, you know?
Yeah, I agree. Do I wish we had more light here? Yes. But I think that for right now, that's sufficient. If I'm not mistaken, actually, also this walk-in shower is going to be a steam shower as well. Okay. Fernando, once you step back, just imagine how big this glass is going to be, bro.
I was just pointing out one of the things when you were talking about the spray.
Yeah.
The spray foam, how you once you got to work it, you got to come in and do it.
You see how the plumber had to go in there and change some things up.
It's pluses and minuses, but it's just it's one of those things that as we continue, the efficiency of this stuff is awesome.
Yo, yeah.
At a cost.
We were just upstairs in another garage apartment. It didn't feel as if it was piping hot, right?
No, it felt really, really cool.
It did. But right there, perfect example of the condo. If you do have to go back and redo some of your work, which here at this particular job location, we will always make sure that work is done right. There's no question about it. So anyways, this is the primer inside.
It takes a little while for it to adjust because there's so much natural light. So like the camera has to like refocus because of the fact that you have it's just this.
Yeah, bro. I mean, what do you think, dude? I mean, it's pretty.
So as I get a little bit older, and it's the simplicity things for me in life, I honestly now get up and open up my blinds, open up my curtains, get that natural light in to try to help me wake up. There's apparently so many benefits to it, and so I'm trying to kind of just be more efficient with how I'm doing things, and so. They say, try not to drink coffee within the first hour when you're awake or 30 minutes.
I've never heard of that.
Try to absorb more natural light as soon as possible when you get up because it does something.
It's something for your soul, man.
Something for your soul,
it
or
really
just kind of. So for me, even now that I have a regular, consistent schedule that I didn't have before, as being an operator, where I was working shift work. I hated it. So I would block it out. I would do all that, and so now that I'm a little bit more in routine. Dude, the light, I'm in it. Like, give me the light to wake me up. And
I agree, bro. I agree. I'm
super cool, man.
My man. And, I'll tell you a little secret when we go downstairs in regards to the backyard. Let me show you the rest of the house real quick.
I like this. I like this a lot.
Yeah, so do I.
Okay. Your phone, bro.
Oh, it's
This is where you, this is spotted.
Yeah, exactly. I would not want to be that.
No, dude, I got bad knees already as it is.
Person. Okay, so we're also going to add glass right here as well, so just to kind of continue.
Oh, that would be cool.
Same glass effect
Yeah.
throughout the house. This right here is considered quote unquote the game room / flex room, whatever you want it to be. Again, there will be speakers and lights and all that mumbo jumbo in here as well. Let me show you the first secondary room out of 3. Okay, so again, this is a 4-bedroom, 4.5 bath home. Actually, 5 bath home. All right, so here's the first secondary room. Pretty good size. I think that you can definitely fit a queen size bed with 2 nightstands, a chair, a dresser, and maybe even a desk. Actually, matter of fact, you could. I think we actually might do a built-in right here, as a matter of fact. Not 100% sure. And then pretty good sized closet as well. So in this closet, again, same difference, just like all the other closets, we will have seasonal custom racks. Our man Marco is our cabinet guy. He's amazing at his cabinetry. And once you come back, we'll make sure to display his work as well. Okay, so if I'm not mistaken, this room right here will have a tub. Okay, so you always want to make sure when building a house that one of the secondary bedrooms upstairs offers a tub. Okay.
Why is that? I think I have an idea.
Yeah, I mean,
just kids, right?
Yeah,
I think
straight up kids,
yeah.
Right? You know, because we have the elevator, which is nice, so you definitely want, if mom or dad's gonna live with you, you have that nice walk-in shower, which is nice, right? But more so for kids. You know, when they're babies and toddlers, you need a tub of some sort. Even though, in my opinion, a walk-in shower looks better aesthetically, you still need a tub, okay? It just makes your life a little bit more convenient instead of you giving your kids tub time in your room, which at the end of the day, is probably will happening in the primary room. So anyways, all right, so full bathroom here.
Or you can just do like they probably did us when we were kids, and they put us in the sink in the kitchen.
Okay, so here's another room. This is a smaller room in my opinion. This is the smallest room that we do have to offer. A pretty good sized walk-in closet, as a matter of fact, as well. And then this in particular room will also offer its own ensuite, okay? And so again, all of our houses, for the most part that we built, Fernando, will offer your own bathroom. So check that out, bro. So if I'm not mistaken, this is where the walk-in shower is going to be.
You know, one of the things that's what I'm starting to see be a little bit more of a trend is the bathrooms to each individual room. And so I question that, or am intrigued by that, from a sense of, in this economy, how things are a little bit more expensive. There is a little bit more people, I feel like, that are looking for a creative way to live. And so from an investment perspective, it would be nice, you know, as a property owner, and say, hey, I only utilize 1 bathroom, 1 bedroom. I have that. Each individual room, you know, that I could lease out. You know, if from that perspective,
that's definitely one way to look at it for sure. I think that overall, I think it just comes down to convenience.
Yeah.
Convenience. Yeah. Okay. As a family of 4 or 5, right? I think not being able to have to share the bathroom, even though everyone's perfectly okay with sharing a bathroom, but if you have the ability to put another bathroom, why not?
Well, then also the price point. At the price point in this location, we're playing by different.
We haven't even talked about price point necessarily, right? So let's just jump on that real quick right off the bat. So again, we're looking at 3,500 square feet. So can you take a wild guess on what this house would sell for right now?
35 square feet in Westview.
You have a 5,000 square foot lot in Westview. Yes.
With not having much knowledge as far as Westview, I would say probably somewhere in the realm of maybe 3 or 4 mil.
Yeah. If that was the case, we would be building up the wazoo on the street, and we would all be driving that 911 every day of the week. No, so this one right here will go for roughly about $540 a square foot, which is equivalent to about $1.9 million. Okay, which is, I mean, that's still a pretty top number.
Yeah, I knew it's yeah.
I mean, that's still a top number. Now, on that $3-4 million range, now you're going into like the 5,000 square foot homes here in Westview that may even offer a little bit more square feet lot wise. Now you're in like the 7,500 square foot range. Yes, you can absolutely get that number here in Westview without a doubt, and even more, as a matter of fact. All right, so this is the utility room right here, okay? And so we will have a sink. A lot of times we actually started building homes with dog washrooms, okay? And what we learned is that even though someone may seem that it is a good feature, not a lot of people utilize it. And what I learned is that they would just rather have a normal sink, okay, versus a dog washroom, because at the end of the day, you're still going to hire that dog company to come out here and wash your dog once a week. All right?
Yeah.
I'm telling you right now, it will happen.
Convenience.
Right? Yeah, and it goes back to convenience. That is absolutely correct, okay? All right, so utility room upstairs. You want this upstairs. You don't want this downstairs, especially if all the bedrooms are up here, right? Why would you want your clothes down there when there's no need for it? All right, so now we're going to be walking into the last secondary bedroom. And again, this one offers a full-on walk-in shower, pretty nice walk-in closet as well. Okay, so check that out, bro. Sink, walk-in shower, and again here.
So this is the closet over here where I'm standing?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, closet back in the, tucked in over here.
Yep.
This is your walk-in shower over here on this side, and
Yep.
then you have the sink and everything that's going to be over here.
Yep. And then in addition, just a friendly reminder, I know it's the little things, but man, taking tile all the way to the ceiling gives it so much of more of a grand feel. It's not even funny. It's only a couple of more bucks in your labor and material, but man, it goes such a long way in my opinion, and I'm always going to advise that, okay? So keep that in mind as well.
Noted when I start doing some remodeling in my house.
For real, I'm not even teasing right now. Literally, an extra box or 2 boxes of tile will go so long in the tile work. Anyways, all right, so this is the second floor. Let's go ahead and bring it back downstairs. And I want to show you the backyard and what this backyard has to offer. I feel like this could have been wider. Actually, now that I'm walking.
Yeah, but also too, I mean, if you have wider in a sense where you're carrying something, you have an elevator.
Yeah,
and so it's so,
but still, I think I would have gone a little wider coming down those steps.
But then you rob yourself of maybe a little bit
I
more
think I would have taken a little bit from that side of the house, not so much this side.
there. Yeah, opened it up a little bit on that side. Yeah.
That's kind of what I would have done most likely. All right, so the really cool thing about this backyard is, we will actually have a built-in kitchen grill out here as well.
Yeah, I was gonna say the gas line.
Yeah, we'll definitely have a nice built-in grill. Nice little overhang here as well. And right now we're debating if we want to put a pool back here, to be honest with you. Okay. And that's a conversation that we're just discussing. We actually just tore this big old tree that was here, Fernando's, this big old live oak. And that sucker needed to come down. But here in West U, like many other neighborhoods around here, if you take a tree down, you have to replant that same area with 2 or 3 more trees, right? So just keep that in mind. In West U, if you take a tree down, you have to put it back up. All right, so hear me out. So what's directly behind you, Fernando, is the train tracks. Okay, so if you put the camera towards that way, you do have the train tracks, which isn't the most appealing thing. Thankfully, this is a no blow horn zone, and so they will not blow. Technically, our property line basically ends roughly where that tree line is. But back in the day, there used to be this gas company that had possession of the easement between the property line and the train tracks, all right? That same gas company is no longer an operating company, and since then they've allowed homeowners to not necessarily take possession per se of that land back there, but they are able to utilize that extra space. So for example, if you look at the neighbor right here, you see where our fence line stops, right?
Yeah.
But if you keep going, they've actually made that whole area into a really, really cool kind of dog playground. Okay, they have artificial turf out there. It looks super, super neat. I absolutely adore what they did, and whoever buys this house has the opportunity to kind of tear down some of that bamboo tree that you see and expand the property a little bit more so.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I was like, why is there bamboo here? And
Well, again, that bamboo was, somebody planted that many, many moons ago, right?
It's beautiful, but it takes over and it does become kind of a nuisance,
It does. And so with that being said, you are able to, again, I think if I'm not mistaken, Fernando, I think it's an additional 30 feet from the fence line back, okay? that you can utilize. Again, you won't technically own it. It won't be on the survey per se, but you are able to utilize that space. So what I do know, actually, let me go back a little bit. You can utilize it. You can put stuff on top of it, but you can't put an actual fixture on it, right? So you can't go back there and pour a slab, right, and build a house. It doesn't work that way. So, for example, over there, I can guarantee we can go push that right now, right? And so this house actually next to us was on the market a few years ago, so I was actually able to see real good pictures of the property, and honestly, beautiful. Okay, so check this out. Turn around. I would say we're getting ready to add stucco. So we're still putting the material on it right now. I would say within the next 2 days we will be starting that, okay? And I'm looking forward to that, without a doubt.
Man, I hate to cut you short, but for the sake of my battery life and the camera that the battery pack that I left in the truck.
Later. It's a pleasure. 6536 Community Drive.
So when's the anticipated finish date on this?
So right now we are, let's say October's done, right? So we're in November, December, January. I would say by January we should be 100% completed. By the end of January, this house should be 100% completed.
And so you're gonna put it on the market roughly?
I'm actually gonna start. I'm gonna pre-list this within the next 48 to 72 hours. As a matter of fact,
okay.
If I'm able to obtain a potential buyer, and that particular buyer says, "Hey, Jonathan, you know, I really like the floors that y'all chose, but is there any way that we can go with these floors instead?" If they go under escrow with us and they put a sufficient enough deposit, that is something that we are able to change without a doubt. And so for us investors, you know, the beauty, what we would prefer to do is pre-list, sell it, so that the day that we're done with completion of the home, we're actually at the closing table.
Correct.
As well,
yeah.
Right? And then that allows us to go to the next project and so on and so forth. And so, Fernando, I would love for you to come back out here and kind of, you know, check out the progress, right? And this is something that I should have done. Later, guys. This is something that I should have done from the beginning, bro, to be honest with you. And I didn't. And I can, dude, there's so many homes, dude, that I've been able to help, right? Where I should have recorded it. And this is a moment right here, right now, where we can.
I'm curious to see as to what other individuals in the real estate industry are doing, because ultimately, like Jonathan expressed earlier off camera, that he had talked to somebody that kind of said, hey, you know, if you're getting the momentum that you're doing and you're having the growth in the business that you're doing, you might want to look and kind of push them in a little direction that sparked a little bit of interest for him. And so I'm a firm believer in networking. I actually went to high school with Jonathan. We rekindled a relationship over this common interest that we have as real estate. And so in order just to be more knowledgeable for me, to see what's happening in the Houston area, you know, we've built a relationship, and I am going to start to try to kind of pick his ear a little bit about what he's getting into, what he's doing, bring this stuff to the table for you guys to also know what's happening here in the Houston area, and see where we can, you know, help each other out and just bring exposure to what's happening, because I think born and raised individuals here in Houston don't realize how of an amazing market this Houston area is, and there is still great opportunity regardless of what's happening, you know, with the economy, and then also with the industry as far as inventory rates and stuff like that. And so zooming out, Houston is still a very, very affordable market. You know, the jobs are here, the growth is here. It's a melting pot of different cultures and things like that. So you're going to see more of me and Jonathan interacting. I'm very intrigued and I'm very curious, and I want to learn and I want to see what he's got going on. And you guys stay tuned. I'm going to come back probably in the next maybe month or so, check out some of the stuff that's happening.
We would totally love to invite you to come back with your viewers for sure, and check out the progress here and what we're doing in Westview, right? Just, you know, gentrifying each home, one home at a time, right? And I think that's the beauty of this world that we're in right now.
Jonathan has his hands in a little bit of other projects he's being really humble about, and so I'm going to see if I can squeeze all this stuff out of him. So thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you have any questions for me or Jonathan, just reach out and we you know, I can put you in contact with him and we can go from there.
Yeah, we're here.
Any last words, bro?
No, that's it. No, thank you guys. I appreciate y'all. See you soon.